Welcome to my second cup of coffee. I'm so glad you're here. My name is Heidi Gamel. I am the curator of a Nest Pretty lifestyle laid out in the Nest Pretty Lifestyle Guidebook. You can find it on Amazon. This week I've been talking about labels, and it's been so interesting because it's making me really examine labels. And it's been fantastic. Recently I told somebody that I was a rule follower, and she's like, what does that even mean? It's a label that I put on myself. So funny. She's like, you don't follow all the rules. And I'm like, yes I do. But having that conversation has made me examine every day this week, like when I don't follow the rules. And she's right, I don't follow all the rules. Sometimes I walk out the indoor at the grocery store. I do feel guilty when I do it though. So there is that. But it's so interesting how we make decisions and then we try to live up to those decisions, even if it's not true. So this was also brought to my attention recently about personality tests. You know, sometimes you'll take them and you're like, oh, well, that makes perfect sense. That's what I am. But we still get to decide what that is. Like, we don't have to live up to this personality that we have been defined as. So I personally am an introvert, but I get to decide what that means for me. And what it means for me is that being around people requires me to like rest and fill myself back up. And you get to decide what it means for you. So that's pretty cool. So just to take a little quote out of the book, it's on the chapter of your emotions. It says protect yourself from messages that would suggest otherwise, talking about being I am enough. You know, I am enough, and protect yourself from messages that would suggest otherwise. So I've been talking about it all week about how sometimes we give people labels get put on us, and sometimes we adopt them and then try to live up to them. And I realized that this week about myself, that I've been hanging onto a label for a very long time. I dropped it. Just one decision, dropped. So it made me realize that, like, just like it says, you have to protect yourself from those labels. Just because somebody puts one on you doesn't mean you have to adopt it. It is a decision, which is so exciting. So when I made that realization this week, it made me just kind of examine all the labels, all the things. And I have a notebook where I have like I am statements, and it's basically who I'm aspiring to be. And I read through them. It's all, you know, very positive. Who we're aspiring to be is very positive, but it's so interesting because nowhere in there are those labels that other people have given me. So there you go. So this is Heidi with Nest Pretty. I hope you have a lovely day. I hope you examine, you know, what you're carrying around. And if it's not serving you, just drop it. It's a decision, and it's so freeing. I love it. I'm not a rule follower. It's official. I walk out through the indoor sometimes. I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye.